My number 10. It's been a long time since I've been here. Actually, 10 years in April. But I want to go back to Disney World. All right. And that's not the bucket list item. Of course, I want to go back, but I want to build my own lightsaber in Disney World. All right. This 2015 was the last year I went. And I don't even know if the Star Wars area, this big Star Wars area, was even a concept back then. It might have been a concept, but I certainly didn't know about it. I love watching videos of people going to this area, picking out their handles and their crystals and all that stuff and building their own lightsaber. Like it's like the mecca for the true Star Wars fan. I know so many people who've gone there and built their own lightsaber. I don't know how much it is. I'm sure, and I've heard it's kind of expensive, but it's just something I want to do. Money is replaceable, all right? And this opportunity to go build a lightsaber, it seems like, it certainly seems right now that time is running out, right? I used to go every other year, basically. I've been 10 times in my life, but I haven't been in the last 10 years. That's insane. So hopefully sooner than later, and with my son in tow as well, that I will be able to build my own lightsaber at Disney World. Yeah, that's my number 10. Number 9, a bit of a thrill seeker. All right, I love exciting stuff. I love having unique life experiences. I want to go skydiving. Jump out of an airplane, strap me up to a parachute, whatever it is, and I want to go skydiving. I do. I had a friend when I lived in Rochester, and him and his wife took him, set up the opportunity to go skydiving, actually. And I thought that was the coolest thing, that his wife knew one of his bucket list items, and they went and did it together. I doubt I can convince my wife to go and jump out of an airplane, but I know at the very least that it's something that I want to do. I don't know how high the elevation is. I don't know how much it costs necessarily, but man, if I got to crack at jumping out of an airplane, going skydiving, I would love it. I would absolutely love it. That's just right up my alley. I think the first time I recognized that skydiving would be a really cool thing was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. It came out like 95, where all the Rangers were jumping out of an airplane with their different colored suits and parachutes and stuff on for some Angel Grove competition. And I was like, man, that looks cool. And that's been on my mind for a very, very long time. I do hope I get the opportunity to do it. So skydiving at number 9. Number 8, I was weighing this one and seeing a Super Bowl, but I feel like the one I'm selecting is a lot more worth my time and money. And I'm going to say to go see a WrestleMania. Super Bowls are very expensive, and there is minimal guarantee of a good athletic performance. There's been some doozies of Super Bowls. The first one that comes to my mind is the 2018-19 season Super Bowl with the Pats and the Rams, where it was like 13-3 the final score. If I had paid to go see that Super Bowl, I would have been pissed. WrestleMania is a lot better, and granted, they're two very different things. All right, we've talked about what wrestling is, but there's more of a guarantee for entertainment value. You know, WWE has done a really good job in recent years of sending fans home happy. All right, making their show worth the price of admission. Just meeting this like obligation to be entertained. All right, the Super Bowl isn't like that. All right, would it be cool to be able to go? Yeah, I mean, sure, but I don't know. I've seen some doozies of Super Bowls lately. The halftime shows really don't do it for me, and you're really just paying for the name Super Bowl. That's what the value of the ticket is. They can have that. WrestleMania, a lot more affordable from what I can remember, from what I've gathered. I've known friends that have gone for for a decent amount of money, probably a couple $100. And now it's a 2-night thing. I wouldn't even have to do 2 nights. I'd be happy with just 1 night, just to say, hey, I did it. I was a part of this celebration of professional wrestling, and that would be that's why it would be my number 8. Affordability, great entertainment, and just one of those things you got to say, hey, I did it. I did it. I seen it live. My number 7. I'm really not a meet a celebrity kind of person. More so, not a pay to meet a celebrity kind of person. But there is one person head and shoulders above everybody else that I would love to meet. And that is my guy, Phillip Rivers. Okay. Former quarterback for the Chargers. 1 year with my Colts. I just want to meet the guy. I really do. Like, shake his hand, have a conversation, take a picture just to say, hey, look I did this. I met a few football players in my day, in passing. It was what it was. I don't know if there's a financial limit for me being able to meet Phillip. Like, even if it's at a convention, he's going to be eligible for the Hall of Fame, I think soon, maybe next year. Even though I don't know if he's necessarily going to get in, I hope he does. But Eli Manning not getting in first bid is a little concerning as far as that in that regard. But I would love to. I would love to find a way. He's living a good life right now down in Alabama, coaching high school ball, and yeah. But I would love to. There's probably a certain cap, like, hit of money that I would or wouldn't pay to meet him, but I think it's one of those ones. It's a necessity. Maybe someday we could put together like a top 10 list of people I'd actually pay to go see, but off the top of my head, Phillip Rivers is the only one that I would really give a shot to. So we'll see. Hopefully I get that opportunity someday, because that dude has meant a lot to me as a football fan. Number 6. I love pinball. I think I've talked about it. Love a good pinball machine. If I see one somewhere, I got to stop, put some quarters in, and play a couple rounds. I would love to buy my own pinball machine. Find some kind of cool theme. Find some, some kind of specialized licensed property pinball machine, and just buy it and play it. And have it at home for my own personal usage. I love all the fun lights and gadgets and just the whole aura of a pinball machine. I just love it. I've gotten some of the little cheap ones that are like $20, and there's really not a whole lot going on, obviously, for $20. But I want a legit pinball machine someday when I can afford it, and I want it in my home so I can just have it. Having a rough day? I'm going to go play some pinball. That's just me. All right. Number 5. Said several times, I'm a big water guy. I love water. I love being around water. Love viewing it. Love listening to it. It's very peaceful. I'd love to go scuba diving. And specifically scuba diving in or around a shipwreck of some sorts. There's been a couple cruises where one of the excursions is the ability to go scuba diving. I just think it would be neat to go see a shipwreck or something underwater. There's just so much mystery down there. I love the allure of underwater. There's so much to see. Beautiful exotic fish and other sea creatures and whatnot. I want to be able to say that I did it. So hopefully someday, maybe next time I get to go on a cruise, scuba diving will be in the realm of possibility. We'll see. We will see. Number 4, I want to go legitimate camping. All right, whether at a campground or maybe some kind of wooded area. I don't know. My dad used to be able to do that all the time. Much different world back then when he was a kid than I have now. But I was very fortunate in regard, like my parents used to have like these backyard campouts. We had a decently sized backyard, and we set up a tent. We'd have a little bonfire before, and we'd set up air mattresses and just sleep in the backyard. And to me, that was one of the coolest like experiences. But I want to legit go out and camp and do that sort of thing. My wife's family used to do it a bunch. They had a camper and whatnot, and I really hope that I get the chance to do that with my own son, and my wife, of course, too. But yeah, to be able to go camping, enjoy the outdoors. I love the outdoors. I want to. I feel like that's something that I'm actually shocked that I haven't had the chance to do yet. So. Hopefully, someday soon, yeah, go camping. That is my number 4. Number 3, I like to write a book. As somebody who loves reading books, the idea of writing a book is very, very enticing. And I have to be honest, before I had the nerve to start this YouTube show and put my face on video, I did consider putting everything that I talk about, obviously in a lot more easier to read sense, a little bit more sensible way, and compiling it into a book and making it like a self-help / workbook kind of approach to it. And that's still not out of the realm of possibility. I think it could still happen, maybe taking a next step or whatnot. But to be able to say that I wrote a book and maybe even sold it, sold some copies or whatever, I think that'd be the coolest thing. And it doesn't even have to be just Eat, Sleep, Bliss pertainable. Growing up, middle school, high school, even elementary school, I used to have notebooks full of stories, putting myself in various fictional worlds and scenarios and just letting my imagination kind of run loose. And I think it'd be cool. I think I can maybe write a good kid's book, find something of the sort. I don't know about a lengthy novel, but I would like to write a book. I think maybe that's possible. We'll see. Number 2 is kind of not completely up to me, but I would love to have another child, and I would love to be a girl dad. Would love to have a daughter. Obviously, I can't be like, hey, honey, we're having a kid. She's got to make that decision herself too, and it's up to her. We're still reeling from the first one and enjoying our time with our little boy, but I do hope I get the opportunity to be a girl dad. I really do. Balance things out, right? I think it'd be good for me. I think it'd be really, really good for me. In my soul to be a girl dad. I'm very grateful that I had the son that I always wanted. Now I would like the daughter that I'd always wanted. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully someday. And number 1, this one is basically I can only go by what I have and what I want. But to take my only child right now, might take my son to a Colts game in Indianapolis. And I think it's very possible. It's very possible that this could happen. Someday, I love it to be a father-son trip, right? Something to look forward to once a year that we can have, that we can share. And as somebody who's had, as great of parents as I have, and, my dad's been there for a lot of things. Me and my dad have done football road trips. He's been with me to Indianapolis and Cleveland and New York. It's always kind of been it's been a big connection, big aspect of our relationship. I love to have that special thing with my son. And I don't know. Like, I'm warming up to football again. I am. It's taken me a little while, but I'm warming up to football. But I'd love to see it, his face, seeing Indianapolis and Lucas Oil Stadium for the first time. And I don't know. He's got to love football, of course, for it to happen. Well, that remains to be seen. I know this year, we enjoyed sitting together and watching it. But just to have that father-son road trip, it's important to me and something I definitely want to achieve. So there it is, though, everybody. That is it. That is my bucket list.